How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Lucky Pack MTG. My name is Matt, and you guys are here to watch me crack some packs. And not only crack some packs, but today, even though it's a little late, is Patreon Friday. So I want to thank you guys for being patient, for participating in Patreon Friday, because a lot of things happen in a little amount of time that I should probably explain. First things first, the box that I ordered to do this got delayed for 4 days. And then, when they delivered it, I wasn't there to sign for it, which I didn't ask for, and they brought it back to the post office, and they left me a little notice on the door that they always do, and I had to reschedule them to deliver it the next day. But it's here. I'm filming it. We're doing this. And starting now, if you are part of the Patreon, you get to see videos early. And I'm going to start doing some behind the scenes stuff. I got some really cool things to show you guys. But to do all that, you got to join the Patreon, which there's a link down below. But let's go ahead and get this started with today's box. Now, you may not have seen it, but I've been pulling some really good things out of New Capenna. Now, these are just draft boosters. I couldn't find a reasonably priced set booster, but we did really good with Modern Horizons 3 draft boosters. We're going to see if we can do pretty good with this. Now, while I'm opening this, I'm going to go over the hits, which there are more than I thought there was going to be. So, in the Mythic slot, we are looking for Jetmir, Nexus of Revels. We are looking for Halo Fountain. We are also looking for Arcane Bombardment, which I hope to get one because that seems like it's going to be a really fun card to play with. We are also looking for Elspeth Resplendent, which you know me. I love myself some planeswalkers. That had something on it that I'll show you guys in a second, because it's not unknown what you get with this box. And then, for the rare slots, we are looking for all 5 of the Tri-lands, which are Jetmir's Garden, Spara's Headquarters, Raffine's Tower, Xander's Lounge, and ZIATORA'S Proving Ground. But we are also looking for a Ledger Shredder and Professional Facebreaker. So all of those would be great. And we got ourselves 36 packs to open. Look at that. Now, this doesn't have your normal box topper thing that the other boxes had. This had a specific box topper, a specific promo, and it is Gallagreators, which is actually a decent card. So I'm going to read it to you. Let's open this up. So let's go ahead and snip this. So Gallagreators is a decent card for what it is. I do like the promo treatment, but it says, it costs 2. And it's Alliance. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. And then you get 3 options. You can put a +1/+1 counter on Gallagreators. You can create a tap treasure token, or you can gain 2 life. So it's kind of an all-around it's an all-around card. It's a good card. The fact that it only costs 2, pretty useful. So before we start this, and why I have all of this set up like that, is Patreon Friday. And we have a Patreon that we need to pick a pack for. So we're going to do what we did before. We're going to roll 2d6, or we're going to roll 1d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to pick the column. 2, so it's going in the first column. Move these out of the way. And since there are 12 packs, we are going to roll 2d6 to see what pack James gets. That would be an 8. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, James. That is yours. And we will get to that in a second. Alright, so let's go ahead and start cracking, shall we? Start with pack number 1. Now, I played with Streets of New Capenna on Arena, which was a fun set, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the cards that were in there. I just didn't realize that they weren't going to be as good as what everybody was saying they were. I had fun playing with them. There's a lot of really powerful cards, and they're even more powerful when you stick with them in Commander. So I'm going to go through these relatively quickly. We are looking for 3 non-rare mythics. We are looking for Slip Out the Back, which is an uncommon, Offer You Can't Refuse, which is an uncommon, and Big Score, which is a common. So I'm going to go through these relatively quickly, unless I see one of those, and then I'll put the price up there, because those are actual good cards, actual hits that people use still regularly. So let's do this. And we have first pack right off the bat. We have a borderless Raffine's Tower. That's a hit, ladies and gentlemen, right off the bat. Wow. Okay. Not gonna. This is the second one we've pulled. And then we have a foil Nimble Larcenist, and then a land, and then a fish token. I'm not gonna complain about that. Alright, pack number 2. Murders in every set. Oh, and we have a showcase, Rakish Revelers. I do love these showcases. They're really gorgeous. I have yet to see a bad showcase. I think I've said that before. Raffine's Silencer, and then we have Gala Greeters. Well, still a good card. Not a promo, but that's fine. I already read what they did. I'm not going to read again. And we have a full art forest. Look at that. That is beautiful. Like that. The angel. And then we have counters. Do you guys use these? I don't. I have dice and stuff, but I mean, it's nice that they started giving them out. And I do believe we can get list cards, so we'll be on the lookout for those too. Big score! There we go. We already got our big score with Raffine's Tower, but we got a big score. That is a hit for the commons. Then we got a showcase Botanical Plaza, which is beautiful. Fatal Grudge, and then we have Rabble Rousing. Rabble Rousing. Whenever you attack with 1 or more creatures, create that many 1/1 green and white citizen creature tokens. Then, if you control 10 or more creatures, you may play the exiled card from without paying its mana cost, which is Hideaway 5. For those of you who don't know, Hideaway 5 is when this comes into play, you look at the top 5 cards of your library, and you put one exiled underneath it. So this is actually really good token generation. Because it just says when you attack with 1 or more creatures. So if you put this in a token deck, you'll hit that hideaway really quickly. So good card for Commander. There's a ton of those token generating commanders. Jetmir is one of them, and that's a card we're looking for. We got a citizen token to go with the Rabble Rousing. So I'm trying this new format, going through the commons and uncommons real quick, because I was noticing the videos were very, very long. So I want to see if you guys like this. Just kind of breezing through the commons and uncommons, looking for something good, which is a Showcase Racer's Ring. Stockpile, Swooping Protector, and Shadow of Mortality. So not bad. Nice big hitter at the end of the game. We got a Swamp, a Treasure Token that has the Maestros on the back, which is Grixis, the demons. But I would really like to know if you guys like this format, just kind of going through the commons and uncommons real quick, getting to the rares and mythics to talk a little bit more about them, how they could be used. Which we have a Glamorous Outlaw in Showcase. The idea that this world, this realm, is just limited to the city with the 5 mob bosses running it. I think that's a really cool idea. And I think they could have done more with it, honestly. What do we have? Elspeth Resplendent! That is another hit. Now, she's not as popular or as big as she was when she first came out, but she does a lot of cool things. So she comes out, she has 5 loyalty counters, and her +1 is choose up to 1 target creature, put a +1/+1 counter on it, and a counter from among flying, first strike, lifelink, or vigilance. So you buff whatever it is, plus it gets to be able to fly, or get first strike, or lifelink, or vigilance. All good things. Then you can -3 to look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may put a permanent card with the mana value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield with a shield counter on it. Put the rest of the cards in your bottom of your library in random order. This also includes land, it's permanent cards. And then -7, which you will probably never see. Create 5 3/3 white angel creature tokens with flying. The reason why you'll never see it is because you gotta plus her 3 turns before you get that ability. 3 for minimum, and then if you want to keep her around, 4 extra turns, or 3 extra turns. So, most of the time you'll never see this. But the other 2 abilities, really good. Really, really good. Oh, we got another one. We got Broker's Ascendancy in foil. Look at that. Alright, at the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, and a loyalty counter on each planeswalker you control. This is actually a really good Ascendancy, and there was a broken deck that I played in on Arena with it, where you get 2 of these out and they couldn't do anything about it. They were just boned. Because, I mean, you're just putting counters on planeswalkers, and, you know, it was never good for the opponent. Alright. What else do we get? I'd like to hit a couple more big scores, you know? Riveter's Charm. They did bring the charms back. The charms were nice. If you played a deck with those 3 colors, you get the option. And then we have Soul of Emancipation. So, I mean, not bad. Definitely a very late gameplay. We got another fish. Oh, we're getting tokens, as you can see. But there's a lot of sets that I like that are not well-liked sets, like Murders at Markov Manor, or Karlov Manor. I like it a lot. My statistics on YouTube shows that you guys hate it. But we got a Shattered Seraph in the showcase, which is very cool. And bam! Fight rigging. So fight rigging was a good card. It still is. Not like super powerful. It also has Hideaway 5, just like Rabble Rousing. But at the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Then, if you control a creature with power 7 or greater, you may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost. This one is a little bit slower to start, but if you put that +1/+1 counter on something that's already big, makes it bigger, you can get that Hideaway out as soon as it comes out, and be able to cast that card that you hid away in there if it's important enough to just start going. So it's a good combo piece, and it just continues to buff your creatures. So we got Glittering Stockpile in foil, island, and counters. Moving on to the next one. I'm hoping that Big Score isn't like Heir Apparent, where it's like a rare common. You know, I'd like to get a couple of them in here. Let's need all the fishes for. And we got a Mysterious Limousine. Like, there's a lot of good uses for cards like this that you can work around. So, you know, keep your eye out for stuff like that. And another token creature, another citizen token. I know this isn't in standard anymore, so when I'm talking about this stuff, I'm talking mainly about Commander. Like, the charms are really good in Commander. Some of these cards are definitely Commander slated. So, you know, like Shadow of Mortality in Commander. Yeah, sure, you start at 40 life. If you lose a couple life, he costs 2. It's not a bad thing. Then we got Workshop War Chief. This is another pretty decent card. We got Trample. When Workshop War Chief enters the battlefield, you get to gain 3 life. Everybody loves gaining life, right? And then when it dies, create a 4/4 green Rhino Warrior creature token. Now, remember, it's a 5/3. It costs 5. What does that remind you of? Thragtusk. Kind of. When Thragtusk would enter the battlefield, you gain 5 life. When it leaves the battlefield, it would drop a 3/3 beast token. So, this has Blitz. Now, the Blitz cost is 6, so it's a little bit expensive, but what Blitz allows you to do is it comes in, it has haste, and then it dies at the end of the turn. You sacrifice it at the beginning of your next end step. So it's a good way to get the 5 damage out, you gain 3 life, and then it leaves behind the 4/4 Rhino. You want to keep him out, but if you can't, it's understandable. But still a really good Blitz ability. If you have other cards that like sacrifice, this is a card that you can target. If you target it with the, the Soul of Emancipation, you get the 3 life, you get the 4/4, plus you get the 3/3. So, very versatile. And then we got a foil Obscura Initiate, Swamp, and a Rogue. Oop. Almost lost all the cards there. Just almost took them all out. And look at that, right off the bat. I was talking about getting another big score. Open it up, and we have a big score. That's going to go there. And then we got a Ledger Shredder. Hey! Very nice. Ledger Shredder. Now, Ledger Shredder is good in Modern. It's good in... it was definitely good in Standard. It's good in Commander because it has to do with players casting their second spell. So it's a 1/3 flyer. Whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, Ledger Shredder connives. What is connive? Well, I'm going to tell you. you get to draw a card, then discard a card. If you discard a non-land card, you get to put a +1/+1 counter on. So decks that do dredger decks, reanimator decks, decks that care about stuff in your graveyard, Ledger Shredder is the way to go. And he only costs 2, so of course, tremendous value. And that gorgeous. Oh, and we got a list. Did we get a list card? No, we got a token. I thought it was a list card, but we have that gorgeous red land, and then a wizard token. We're just looking for those uncommons now. Tramway station in that showcase. I don't think we've gotten this one yet. Okay, then we have Halo Fountain, another hit. We are just racking up the hits. So we've got a Tri-Land, we got Elspeth, we got Ledger Shredder, we've got 2 big scores, and now we got a Halo Fountain. So, what does Halo Fountain do? It costs 3. Tap 1 white, tap it, and then you can untap a tapped creature you control, create a 1/1 white and green citizen creature token. 2 white, untap 2 tapped creatures you control, draw a card. And then 5 white, untap 15 creatures you control, you win the game. It is an alternate win condition. This in token decks that play white, like Rin and Siri. Joda would be good because they do tokens, and then anything that creates a go wide deck is something that Halo Fountain would be amazing in. Then we got a forest and an advertisement. Alright, we are moving right along. No list card yet. I know this was the time of the list card. I think we've pulled some list cards out of the packs that we have opened for Streets of New Capenna. I could be wrong, because they were during the random, LGS random game, packs. Oh, Waterfront District! That looks gnarly! In the showcase. I think we've gotten all 5 of the common lands in the showcase, so that's cool. Another Raffine's Tower. You know what? I'll take it. We got the showcase, or the borderless Raffine's Tower. We got another Raffine's Tower. I am an Esper lover. I will take Raffine's Towers all day. Then we got a forest and another wizard token. I'm not gonna complain. And I also think this is before they started doing a foil in every pack. Yeah, it doesn't say a foil in every pack, which is why we're not pulling as many foils. Everybody, Wizards was like, oh, you like foils? We're gonna go ahead and give you foils in your foils. But not in every pack, not yet. Hey, Chrome Cat. Well, not cute. It does allow you to scry. Yeah, I won't save it. Angel of Suffering. And we got Flying. If damage would be dealt to you, prevent that damage and mill twice that many cards. Commander deck. Again, definitely amazing in a black commander deck with Reanimator. Anything to do with Reanimator. So you're looking at Grixis, you're looking at Mardu. Anything with Reanimator in it. Even if you're talking about Orzhov or Rakdos. Esper is another one that you can use this win, and it's a 5/3. So, yeah, not bad. I'll take it. And then we have a Full Art Swamp, and another advertisement. I don't need advertisements, Wizards. Okay, we don't need them. I do want to point out that I believe this is the oldest set I've opened so far. Oh, we got masked bandits in that showcase. Very nice. Bam! Shakedown Heavy. So whenever Shakedown Heavy attacks, defending player may have you draw a card. If they do, untap Shakedown Heavy and remove it from combat. So there is a downside. It's still a good downside because you get to draw a card, but you don't get to swing with the 6/4. But, I mean, come on. He is a 6/4 with Menace. So even if you do get to swing with him once, it's worth it. Most times, though, your opponent is going to let you draw that card. Slip out the back. Hey, we got one. Why is it good? What does it do? How are you slipping out the back? It costs 1 blue. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, and it phases out. And what happens when it phases out? Well, you treat it and anything attached to it as though they don't exist until its controller's next turn. So it is definitely a way to save a creature. If that creature has an enter the battlefield ability, not only does it enter the battlefield with the re-enter the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter, but you get that enter the battlefield ability too. So I can understand why Slip Out the Back is a good card and a hit. Then we got Forge Boss and Fleetfoot Dancer. Can't complain about that. Then we got a foil Ceremonial Groundbreaker. That's very pretty. An island. A treasure token. Oh, what is this one? The Riveters. Always finish the job. Wrecking Crew. Not the Marvel version of Wrecking Crew, but, you know. So we have a Nimble Larcenist in that showcase. That's very cool. And Scheming Fence. That's actually really cool. I like that. It's a nice way to stop a planeswalker, but at the same time, you know, turn it into a creature with some really cool abilities and you can use them. Turn it into a Grizzlebrand. I don't know. We got Body Launderer. I don't want to know what his job is. I really don't. But he has Death Touch. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, Body Launderer connives. Okay, that's good. When Body Launderer dies, return another target non-rogue creature card with equal or lesser power from your graveyard to the battlefield. This is a good card. Again, talking about Reanimator. So, whenever a non-token creature dies, you control dies, it connives, which allows you to draw a card. You can discard a card. If it's a non-land card, he gets a +1/+1. And then when he dies, you get to bring back something with power equal to or lesser than him. That's a lot of options because there are a lot of powerful, low power toughness cards. Ooh, that is a gorgeous full art land in foil. So he is actually pretty versatile. Alright, we're going to open one more, and then we're going to open James's pack. And we're going to see what James gets. Now, we've pulled 2 lands already. We have pulled a Halo Fountain. We have pulled a Planeswalker. I have high hopes for James. I do. This is another Broker's Ascendancy. We got a foil one. We got a non-foil one. I'm okay with a double like this. Again, just get counters on everything at the end of your turn. We got a swamp. And a treasure token with the brokers on the back. Oh, look, it's the brokers. They came with their ascendancy. They're telling you right there, read the fine print. Always read the fine print. Alright, James. Are you ready? Do you want to see what you're getting? We'll do it nice and slow. Tease you a little bit. Oof, kill shot. That may say something. Destroy target attacking creature. That may give us some hints. So we got a kill shot. Ready to Rumble. Funny movie. Broken Wings. Corrupt Court Official. Run Out of Town. Revelation of Power. Shattered Seraph. Cutthroat Contender. Waterfront District. Mayhem Patrol. I don't think you're going to get a showcase in this. Luxurious Libations. Graveyard Shift. Security Rocks. And... James, you get a ZIATORA'S Proving Ground. A showcase. ZIATORA'S Proving Ground. Very nice pull, my friend. Very nice pull. And on top of that, you get a very pretty full art forest and a Rhino Warrior. So, James, you didn't get a foil but you did get a showcase. You got the most important showcase, which of course is that Proving Ground. We're going to put that right in there, and then I will have this sent out to you. That is the third land that James has gotten. The second, showcase specialty land that he got. So, you enjoy that, buddy. I hope you take people down with the decks that you create. Widespread Thieving. So, this is the red one, the red card that has Hideaway 5. The other two have really good synergy, and they have really good uses. This, yeah, you get treasure tokens, but you can do better than Widespread Thieving. That's not going to be worth much. And then we got a foil Broker's Hideout. That's pretty. And then a full art Plains and a Citizen token. Oh, I'm a little jealous there, James. Little jealous. You get another land from me. You have yet to get a planeswalker from me, which is what would hurt the most. But that was definitely, as I said, a kill shot. Speaking of kill shot, we have Murder, which is in every single set. So, and then we have, we got one of these already, but it's still gorgeous, and that Spara's Adjudicators Showcase. And an Aven Heartstabber. Alright, I can see some uses for it. It's definitely a commander card. I wouldn't call it a commander staple, but that's the one way that you're going to get multiple different types of mana in there. Join the Maestros and foil, Florist, and another treasure token with a Cabaretti on there where it says fun isn't free. Fun is definitely not free. This is fun, and I'm going to show you how much it costs me to have this fun at the end of the video. But I like doing that. It's fun for me, opening these packs and stuff like that. I love doing this. It is adding to my collection, which is part of the thing, some of the behind-the-scenes stuff I'm going to show you guys if you're part of the Patreon. Again, Patreon link right down below. Not only could you possibly get a really cool land card like James, but you're going to get behind the scenes stuff, early access to videos, you're going to get things. Oh, Obscura Charm. That's good. Refuse to Yield. Oh, sorry. And then we have a showcase, Tenacious Underdog. This was a pain in the ass during Standard, because you can cast it from the graveyard. It doesn't go away. You have to exile it. So it has the Blitz cost. You can pay it costs 2, and it's a 3/2. Really good, right? but you can blitz it for 4, pay 2 life, and then you can cast it from your graveyard using its blitz ability. So even if you kill it, I cast it on turn 2, you kill it. Turn 4, if you're wide open still, I can cast it for its blitz ability and still do it. Get the ability, still hit you for 3, goes into the graveyard, and I can do it all over again. It was a pain in the butt during Standard. You had to exile it. Ogre Warrior token. Then we got Cormella, Glamour Thief, in Showcase. That's beautiful. Then we got Lagrella. I had a deck that used her. She was pretty beefy. Then we got a Horde Hauler. I mean, I guess that is very situational. It's a 5/5 Trampler with crew 3. Not great, but I mean, situational would work if like you have a vehicle deck, maybe. I might play around with that one. It seems a little fun.
I will destroy it with my own hands.
Oh, speaking, offer you can't refuse. You know what? I just need to call things more often, because it seems to be once I call it, I pull it. So we got an offer you can't refuse. Why is this good? It costs 1. Counter target non-creature spell. Its controller creates 2 treasure tokens. I know what you're saying. You're like, but you're giving them treasure tokens. But you're taking away their really powerful non-creature spell. So, trust me, it's a good card. And then we have Ginny Fey, Jetmir's second. What does Ginny Fey do? Why does that name sound familiar? If you would create 1 or more tokens, you may instead create that many 2/2 green cat creature tokens with haste, or that many 3/1 green dog creature tokens with vigilance. Oh, okay. Well, my wife has a Rin and Siri deck, and those just happen to be the colors of Rin and Siri, and dealing with cats and dogs. And it's a token deck. Ah, crap, it's gotta go in her deck. Okay, I will put that in her deck. I will be nice and give her Ginny Fey. Another advertisement. I will give her Ginny Fey, and if I pull a Jetmir, I'll be nice and put it in her deck as well. Okay? It's because I'm that nice of a guy. But, are you guys liking the new format? Let me know in the comments down below. I really need to know if you guys are okay with this. Moving things along faster, talking a little bit more about Magic the Gathering, going over the rare cards more. Open the pack. God damn. And if you are enjoying this video, hey, there's a button down below. It says like. Go ahead and hit that. And if you really like it, subscribe. Believe me, it helps. Then we got Rocco, Cabaretti Caterer, in Showcase. He looks like he's ready to do something wrong. He also sounds like he also looks like he doesn't like people. And, then we got Black Market Tycoon. I almost said Black Market Connection, which, if you've seen me opening Assassin's Creed packs, you know I've pulled regularly. Ooh, that could be good and bad if you're not paying attention to what you're doing. Like, you're like, oh, I got all these, I'm gonna play my Black Market Tycoon, and yeah, oops, I'm dead. Oops, all treasures. So Broker's Charm is a good one, and then we got Toulouse, Clever Conductor. Okay, I mean, that's not bad. Again, recursion. We got Cutthroat Contender in foil. A full art swamp and a citizen token. I have not pulled a cat token or a dog token. I don't know what that means. Crew Captain in Showcase. We've pulled this one before. It's still a really cool looking card. We got Public Enemy and Topiary Stomper. Topiary Stomper is such a good card. So, okay, Topiary Stomper is really cheap. You're like, oh, 4/4 for 3 with Vigilance. That's amazing. There is a drawback. Don't worry. When Topiary Stomper enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic land card, and put it in the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Now, here's the problem. It can't attack or block unless you have 7 or more lands. Now, that doesn't sound great. But you're already starting with 4 when he comes down, at a minimum. So this is part of a ramp deck. It's part of you put this in a ramp deck and you will be attacking 4/4 Vigilance in no time. I guarantee it. Especially when you bring out some of the battles from March of the Machines. Topiary Stomper can start attacking relatively quickly. We got Skybridge. Okay, I have opened up many of these. I think I have a playset of Skybridge Towers in the showcase. Arcane Bombardment! Yes! I do believe... Where is my book? I do believe that is all of the Mythics. Did we pull all the Mythics? No, we haven't pulled a Jetmir yet. We got a Haloed Fountain, we got Elspeth, we got our Arcane Bombardment. We're looking for a Jetmir, and we will have pulled all 4 of the Streets of New Capenna hits for Mythic. Okay, so why is this a good card? This is a fun card for you, not your opponents, but this is a fun card. When you cast your first instant or sorcery spell each turn, you exile it. You exile an instant or sorcery card at random from your graveyard. Then, copy each card exiled with Arcane Bombardment. You may cast any number of the copies without paying their mana cost. So, in a Spellslinger deck, this card rules. In a control deck with red, this card is amazing. Like a Jeskai control, this card just wrecks people. Because you're controlling things, you're making sure you can do what you get your spells in the graveyard, and it just does things. I have a Grixis commander deck, or I have a Jeskai commander deck that I think I'm going to put that in. I do use the cards that I pull. Sometimes I use them to get more cards. Other times I put them in decks. You don't know. You may find out if you want to see some of that stuff behind the scenes with my Patreon. I am looking forward to doing some of the behind the scenes stuff. It's more than just card pulling, basically. And then, what is this? Oh, Cabaret Charm in Showcase, which is very cool. And... But ow! Extraction Specialist. So as long as you have Extraction Specialist out, that creature that you brought back can't attack or block. But if it has abilities that you want, or something like that, I could see this being used in like a Aristocrats deck kind of thing. Alright. Then we got a full art island. Look at this. Love this. This style, like this new art deco style, is really cool. I love it a lot. Then we got a Rhino Warrior. I think it's very cool. I think the art deco stuff was very cool. I like the flavor that they give these cards, right? Like, the sets that aren't just like, oh, we're going to go back to Ravnica for the 30th time. Everybody loves Ravnica, I know. But when you go to some place like New Capenna, it has a new style, a new flavor. Outlaws of Thunder Junction, yes, there are a lot of good cards in it, but it had style and flavor, like the showcases were the old school newspaper, stuff like that. It was fun. So I like these fun stylized sets. A lot of people don't like them because, oh, it's not really Magic. That's fine, you can think it's not really Magic, but it has flavor, it has a sense of class. And I think that if you stop being a fucking purist, forgive my language, you can have a lot of fun with them. We got our, speaking of Art Deco, we got our Showcase Corpse Appraiser. Like, okay, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set that came out, a lot of flavor, a lot of fun. Final Fantasy, same thing. Like, there's a lot of stuff that you can get out of it. And we got Jetmir's Garden! We have pulled 3-4 lands. I'm okay with that. Jetmir's Garden is for Naya, red, green, white. It's really good. And then we have a foil rare, which is Widespread Thieving. Oh, wah. I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping it was something better. Widespread Thieving is not a great card, but I'll take it in a foil. We got Swamp. I knew when getting this set that the lands were the most important thing. Like with Murderers of Karlov Manor, the lands are good. The Surveil lands are... Hey, big score! That is the third one we've gotten. Just keeps racking it up. I knew that the lands were the most important thing. But I also knew there was other good cards in it. So I'm not upset about getting some of the other, like, jank stuff. I do use it. I don't just go for value when I see cards. I have so many commander decks that I can do things with. Out of the way. And Endless Detour. We've gotten this in Showcase for Outlaws of Thunder Junction. There was a Endless Loop in Standard that used Endless Detour. It was a pain in the butt. I can't remember what the combo was. But I went up against it a couple of times on Arena, and I think it was like looping... Was it the Nexus? The Time Nexus? No, those weren't at the same time. But it would loop, and you couldn't get rid of it. If they started getting their stuff. Slip out the back, we got another one. It's a really good uncommon. Take to the Streets, and Devilish Valet. He can go pretty hard pretty quickly. Full Art Swamp, and a Devil token. So Devilish Valet, good pull. He does well with the go wide decks. Like, he does really well with the go wide decks. Hey, Showcase Jenny Faye! Well, now my wife has a choice. Does she do the regular Jenny Faye or the Showcase Jenny Faye? But, very cool. I can't complain. Rotor's Decoy and Foil, a Mountain, Treasure Token. I did not get a collector booster of New Capenna. I was only able to get the box. So we don't have a box topper, but it did have the promo, so I'm okay with that. But we have 3 left with this. So 2 after this one. We got Mr. Orfeo, the Boulder, in Showcase. And Ognis, the Dragon's Lash. So, I mean, haste is a thing for those colors. And he's a 3/3. He's hard to get rid of. I can see people using him and abusing him. Alright, second to last pack. I was wrong about list cards in this set, so I must have gotten those list cards from something else. Like, I'd like another offer you can't refuse. We got Rakish Revelers again. Showcase. Depopulate. So, Depopulate is decent. It's a Wrath of God with a bonus. If you control a multicolored creature, you get to draw a card. Any player who controls a multicolored creature gets to draw a card. So it's not like you don't get to draw a card per multicolored creature you kill, but it's a simple destroy all creatures with a bonus. It's not a bad card, but just like all destroy all creature board wipe cards, it's decent. It's reasonably priced. Supreme Verdict is still the best, but can't go wrong with the Populate. Then we have a foil, Buy Your Silence, Full Art Island. Hey, cat token! There we go. Just need a dog token. Will we get a dog token? Last pack magic. Let's get some goodness in here. See what we can get. Maybe we'll get a Jetmir. That would be nice. Get a Jetmir, pull all 4 of the mythic hits. Or we could get nothing. We have pulled hot fire out of this box, so I'm okay with pulling just something mediocre, something good, or even something bad. Evolving Door. So Evolving Door I think is a non-starter, but I mean, who knows? Alright folks, and that's Patreon Friday. Streets of New Capenna has been known to be like a horrible set, right? So far, every time I've gotten it, and this time I took a big gamble on this because I could have pulled nothing out of this box. I bought a full box. Like the very first time we got a borderless Raffine's Tower. The second time we pulled it, we had 3 packs, right? And we pulled another borderless Tri-Lane. So, I believe we pulled the Proving Ground. And in this, we pulled a Jetmir's Garden, 2 Raffine Towers, one of them borderless. We pulled a Showcase ZIATORA'S Proving Ground. We pulled a Halo Fountain. We pulled an Elspeth Resplendent. We pulled 3 big scores, 1 offer you can't refuse, 2 slip out the backs, a slew of other things that are usable. We got 2 Ginny Fays, a Tenacious Underdog, like 2 Broker's Ascendancies. There is stuff in this set. Now, it's not good in Modern for most of the stuff, right? That's what's actually driving the price. Modern, Vintage, Legacy, stuff like that. The stuff that is in here is good for Commander. And I'm going to do more Commander stuff. I'm going to be doing, I'm going to show you some deck techs and stuff I have, but that's going to be on the Patreon. So, I hope you guys want to join. You can participate in any way you want. Starting from $10 and up, you get a pack every Patreon Friday, depending on how many packs you order, with how much you spend. Or, if you just want to participate, there's 2 beneath it. One, you get a shout out at the end of the video. The other one, I send you a little fun card. It could be a jank rare, it could be a foil, it could be an art card, it could be a token, it could be anything. So, there are things that you can do to help support the channel.
Whoa. Hold on. We didn't do the most important part. And that's for you guys to see how much we made compared to how much we paid for this. I can't not do that. That's part of the whole shtick. So, this, right up here, you'll see it in red, is how much we paid. And this is how much we made. Almost double the cost of the box. Now, I'm not saying you need to go out there and buy a box of play boosters and get yourself all the lands, but don't knock the set until you purchase some of it. I know there are people out there that think this set is awful. My one example isn't necessarily truth, but that's why I call myself Lucky Pack MTG. I just pull the good packs. But let's round this video out, shall we?
But If you liked this video, and if you're here at the end, you must have liked it. Go ahead and hit like on this video. If you didn't like it, hit dislike. But leave me a comment down below of what your favorite pull was. And if you really like the channel and you want to support in other ways, go ahead and hit subscribe. It really does help. It lets YouTube know, hey, this is something people want to see. Let me know if you guys like the new format. And of course, I'm going to pump it one more time. Join the Patreon. You get stuff like behind the scenes things that are coming up, early access to videos, access to me whenever you want to ask questions about Magic, talk to Commander, maybe even set up Commander via, what is it called, Cockatrice or something like that. Who knows? But, with all that being said, my name is Matt, this has been Lucky Pack MTG, and I will see you all next time.